Hey guys, first off, I was originally planning to do this video live. Unfortunately, my laptop's built-in camera is a little finicky when it comes to lighting, and I did try using my smartphone, but to sum it all up, the overall quality wasn't really up to my standards. Good news though, I have a video camera being sent from TradeMe which should make doing live videos much easier. Now, as some of you may know from a couple of my profile pics on Facebook, I am a bit of a collector. Mostly of anime merchandise, admittedly, but I also collect Nerf guns and Yu-Gi-Oh cards. In particular, I have also started collecting Yu-Gi-Oh Orica cards. For those who may not know, or for those who are new to Yu-Gi-Oh, and I quote the Yu-Gi-Oh Orica wiki, Yu-Gi-Oh! Oricas, or original cards, are custom cards inspired by many factors like the anime series or redesigns of original cards. These cards cannot be used in any official duel or tournaments, except for cards that summon tokens like Scapegoat, but they are not required. The redesigned cards of the original TCG are called proxy Oricas. Now, there are different kinds of Orica cards. Completely custom-made cards that are done by fans, existing cards that have been redesigned, either being given a custom image or styled to look as they do in the anime, and cards that usually only exist in the anime. As I already stated, these cards are not tournament legal. They are primarily for collecting and casual play. I have no intention of playing tournaments, so this rule does not apply to me. With my Oricas, I am doing predominantly custom-made cards, with help from oricacard.com. Here's a link to their website. But I also have some anime-only cards to be made, and I am also collecting anime art Oricas. In this video, I will be showing you guys some of my custom cards. I have a total of 11 with me right now, I have 2 more getting made, and I have many more to get made. All but one of them are of a particular fandom, and those of you who know me well will know exactly what fandom that is. And here they are. Yes, as you can plainly see, they are all K-On! Cards. Now the ones being shown are the ones that have been made. When I get the rest of them, I will put up another video showing them. No doubt I will also make more in the future. I will go through these one by one and give you a summary of their effects. Oh, something I should mention. For the monster cards, I have given them all the abbreviation HTT. Those of you who know K-On! Will know what that stands for, but for those who don't, it means Hokago Tea Time. Even though I am fully aware that 3 of the characters aren't technically part of HTT, I gave it to them all for simplicity. And at the time, I couldn't really think of a second abbreviation to use. So please don't flame me about that. One other thing. I can guarantee that a lot of you will say that the effects of some of my cards are OP. I've done my best to try to avoid that. But simple fact, guys, my cards, not yours. So deal with it. Also, I say some because several of them are just modifications of existing effects. Okay, I've rambled on enough. Let's get on to it. First up will be the monster cards. Starting us off is HTT-TSUMUGI. Her effect is relatively simple. Since a lot of K-On! Fans would consider Yui to be Asusa's closest friend out of the seniors, I basically made it so that if Yui was destroyed, I am not saying killed, Asusa would be so upset that she would grow stronger. This is similar to what happens to Saiyans when they go through extreme emotional upheaval. Sounds really cheesy, I know. Oh, and for the record, I was not thinking of DBZ when I gave Asusa her effect. Second of the junior members is HTT-TSUMUGI. Reading her effect, you should know almost instantly where it originally came from. That's right, NEO-SPACIAN Grand Mole. Not too much to say about this one, other than I think it's a little better than Grand Moles, as monsters sent back to a player's deck, with the exception of extra deck monsters, would take longer to resummon. or it may be worse, depending on how you look at it. I'm going to put these next two together since they have the exact same effect. They are HTT Mio Akiyama and HTT Ritsu Tainaka. Their effects are based off of Swamp Battle Guard and Lava Battle Guard. In the first Yu-Gi-Oh anime, Yugi said that the two, quote-unquote, are like best friends, so when they're on the field, they help power each other up. I decided to apply that logic to Mio and Ritsu as they are childhood friends and have always supported each other. At least when the chips are down, if you know what I mean. Next up is HTT Nodoka Manabe. You may recognize her effect as the same basic first effects from cards such as Harpie Queen and Elemental Hero Captain Gold. Light Music Clubroom is a field magic card, I prefer to say magic card, that I have designed but don't actually have, which I will show in a future video when I eventually get it. Monster card number 6 is HTT-TSUMUGI Kotobuki. Her effect is based off of NEO-SPACIAN Air Hummingbird with a slight tweak. Whereas Air Hummingbird's effect targets your opponent's hand, Mugi's targets your hand. This is going to sound completely wrong to all of you, but whenever I imagine these cards showing up as holograms, I always picture Mugi's effect being shown as a set of teacups appearing from the cards in my hand, with Mugi pouring tea into them. I know what you're thinking, but that's how it is. Will I ever get to see that actually happen in my lifetime? Most likely not. Last of the junior K-On! Members is HTT Ui Hirasawa. I originally made her effect so you could summon Yui if she was in your graveyard, at the cost of some life points. But I decided later on, as in weeks later, to change it to summoning Azusa or Jun instead, as the three of them form Wakaba Girls. I kept the life point cost so you weren't just summoning a monster for free. And the last of the monster cards is HTT Yui Hirasawa. For her effect, I used a modified version of Elemental Hero Bubbleman's second anime version effect. This one will probably draw the most flack of them all, but like I said, my cards. Now in case any of you are puzzled by the attack points, this is how I did it. For Nodoka, I consider her the most mature member of the K-On! Cast, along with Mio and Azusa, and since she is part of the student council, she, in some sense of the word, outranks the other girls. For Yui, Ritsu, Mio, and Mugi, I gave them all the same attack as they are the senior members of the Light Music Club and are all really the same age. For Azusa, Ui, and Jun, they're younger. Simple as that. Is a 200 attack difference too much or too little? I'll leave that up to you guys. As for the defense points, I gave the seniors more than 1,000 and the juniors less. Again, simple. Now for the magic cards. First up is Band Call. I originally designed this card so you would have to pay 500 life points per monster, essentially making it similar to the anime version of Soul Charge. But I decided to omit that cost for the current cost of being unable to change their mode the turn they are summoned. So if I summon them like this, they're temporarily stuck like that, so no using zero gravity and the like straight after. This next one I pretty much had to make, and that is Cat Ears. This card can only be equipped to Azusa. Makes sense since they were originally for her. When she's wearing these, she gains the effect of cards like Crystal Beast, Amethyst Cat, and Cyberdark Edge. Doesn't get much more complicated than that. Last but not least is Power Song. This is essentially the K-On! Version of Space Gift. One person on Facebook said that this one was overpowered. You may as well say that Space Gift is overpowered because that is all this card really is. And that's it for those cards. As I said, I have more either on the way or to be made. Please tell me what you think, and if you would like me to do a future video when I get the rest of my K-On! Cards, let me know in the comment section below. Hope you guys liked this video. This is the first really serious video I've done in a while, and I hope I've done a good job. I have another video in the back of my mind where I show off my small collection of Nerf guns. If you guys would like to see that, let me know in the comment section below. Also, please leave a like for this video, and if you're new to my channel, please hit the subscribe button. That's all I really have to say, so as always, stay chilled.